Hi, I'm Terry Haggio, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about why I became a Beachbody coach. So, my first ever diet that I went on was back, I think, in seventh grade. I was 12 years old. I was probably 4'10" and weighed maybe 70, 80 pounds. I was a tiny little thing. And I was always active. You know, you don't have a car then, so you walk or bike everywhere with your friends. We were always running around. I played soccer. I was a cheerleader. I was never sitting still. Not that I sit so much now, but I was always moving around. So I was definitely never understood what it was to like be overweight or uncomfortable with your body, but everybody else was. So I thought I should be too. So I decided I should go on a diet. So I took out my Babysitter's Club calendar and I marked off how many snacks I could have each day. So if I could have 2 snacks, that meant a snack after school when I got home and a snack after dinner. One snack was I could pick which one I wanted to have, and 0 snacks. So I would alternate 2, 1, 0, 2, 1, 0. I'd throw in a couple extra 1 days, a couple extra 0 days, but for the most part, it was just 2, 1, 0. And I did that for the rest of junior high. So that was my first diet. And, you know, I grew up seeing my mom going through all sorts of different diets. She did Weight Watchers, she did Jenny Craig, she tried Jane Fonda workouts. She was always doing something like that. And, you know, we would steal her Jenny Craig popcorns because they were low calories, even though we had no understanding of what a calorie was. And then I remember I got to high school and calorie counting was like the thing. So I remember going to a Quickie Mart with a couple girls, and one of the girls was like, "Oh my gosh, don't even look at the fat on things anymore because it's all about the calories." So it's like, "Oh, I have to count my calories now." So then I hit puberty in high school, and I started definitely filling in more. It was harder for me to keep weight off, but again, I was still really active. I was a cheerleader all through high school, and I was always running around and doing things. And, you know, you're sitting all day during school, but I wasn't really eating much because I didn't think breakfast was very important or something that I wanted to wake up an extra 5 minutes early to have. So I just never ate breakfast. For lunch, I would have a bagel with cream cheese and some candy and a cherry Coke. And then I'd come home and eat whatever my parents made for dinner. I was vegetarian through most of high school too, so my dinners were mostly like macaroni and cheese with a vegetable. There was always a vegetable every night. So it was always the 3-section plate growing up. You'd have your meat, your rice, because half Japanese, so we had rice with every meal, and then your vegetable. So either like steamed asparagus or broccoli or peas or corn. Corn counted as a vegetable. A salad, which I hated salads, so I never had to eat them. But I would eat if they put a bunch of cucumbers and carrots, I would just eat the cucumbers and carrots. So that was my food every night. And so instead of the meat section of the meal, I was responsible for my own food. So I would make, spaghetti and vegan meatballs or fake chicken fingers or a veggie hot dog or a veggie burger. I have no idea really what I ate in high school. But then when I hit college, I put on, the freshman 30. I put on a ton of weight in college. And then I would go through these waves of overeating and being really lazy to going to the gym every day. Or I went through the weird bingey purgy thing for a summer. And I would go through these crazy waves of trying different things. I bought Slim and Six my junior year so that I could feel comfortable on my summer trip to go to this amazing marine laboratory and research dolphins all summer in a bathing suit, or for a week that summer. So I wanted to look really good for that trip. So I bought Slim and Six and I did the program and it was awesome. And that was my first introduction to home exercise. But it was all on VHS tapes. Oh my gosh, if you watch them now, they're hilarious. But it was great and it got me working out consistently every day because I had a plan. I knew what to do, and it was great, but somehow I forgot how great that was, and I went back on my yo-yo diet, graduated from college, put on a bunch of weight then I got real lazy, I moved to the city, I was going out drinking, partying, smoking every day, I was a chain smoker, it was so gross, I was eating crap because I didn't know how to cook, so anything I cooked came out of a box, or I ate the lean cuisine, broccoli, potatoes and cheese every day for lunch. It was so gross. Eating all that junk. And so I wasn't happy. I wasn't doing anything that really made me happy. I love my job. I'm so lucky. I've been at my job for almost 12 years now. And I for the bulk of that time, since I moved into technology, I've just absolutely loved it. I'm so grateful that I have a job that I truly am passionate about and love. But it wasn't super fulfilling. I love writing code and I love working with the people I work with, and I just felt like there was something more. So I had my quarter life crisis a few years ago, and I needed more. And some coworkers were doing Beachbody programs, and I said, well, what's that like? I want to try it. And at that point, I weighed maybe 180 pounds. I'm all 5'3". That's not healthy. So I got Chalene Extreme because it seemed like that was what a lot of people were doing. There was no rhyme or reason behind it. Also, let me add, I was $80,000 in credit card debt at the time too. So I did not have money for this program, but I knew I needed to do something because I just hated getting dressed. I hated looking in the mirror. I wasn't happy with how I was living my life. I didn't have money to go out drinking anymore as much, so that was good. But I was still smoking. I mean, it was just terrible. So I got Chalene Extreme, fell in love with it. I fell in love with Chalene Johnson. Like, I thought she was just the coolest ever. I listened to her audio program that came with the workout program, and it just changed my life. And I thought, okay, now I've done the whole program all the way through. Felt really good about that. And I had started eating a little bit cleaner too, so that was good. And then I decided to try P90X next because people were doing that too. So I bought P90X, I did that, and then I found out if you sign up as a coach, you can get a discount on all these programs. And I was like, cool, and I love them. I think they're great. I could talk to other people about them. Win-win. So I signed up as a coach under one of my coworkers and got my discount. So over the years, I've bought every Beachbody program ever because I love them, and I got the discount on them. It was great, but I didn't really get coaching at all. I wasn't really sure what I was supposed to be doing, so I just post ads on my Facebook wall buy Chalene Extreme, it's cool. Buy P90X, Tony Horton's hilarious. And then I'd share videos of Tony Horton or a picture of a Shakeology bag, or I don't even know what I was doing. And I wasn't really doing much of that either. So, but I did start posting about my journey, and that's something that people kept asking me about, because then the following year I went vegan and became a runner. I had never run in my life. I ran 2 miles once in college, kind of accidentally to win a case of beer kind of thing. So I hated running. I had always, tried to get into it, and it just never was my thing. And I did a race in 2011 and fell completely in love with it. The feeling of crossing that finish line was awesome, and became an addict. So then I signed up for a bunch of races and a half marathon. And so that is the year that I feel like I was doing P90X still. I was running all the time, and I went vegan and started really paying attention to what I was putting in my body, and I lost a ton of weight. And it was awesome. And I felt so good. I remember just looking at pictures and smiling and feeling so excited about what I was seeing. And so that was what got me completely addicted to fitness. And I will, try to help everybody I know find that feeling, that program that helps them become an addict like me, or that helps them feel confident again. Or, it can literally change your life. So I wanted to help other people feel like that, but I just didn't know how. So I started setting goals for myself and helping, think through what it is I want to do with my life in general, just as, what do I want to be when I grow up? And so then last year, 2 years ago, so at this point, my original person who got me into coaching had quit coaching. And then about 2 years ago, another coworker got back into coaching and started taking another look at it and realizing this isn't about sales at all. This isn't a sales thing. And she had great success, and that's Jackie, who's in this group. And I just got so inspired by her passion for it and said, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to help people meet their fitness goals, figure out how to eat right, and whatever that means for them, and how to consistently get fitness into their life, whatever that means, if that's CrossFit or running or P90X, whatever that is for each person, it's going to be different. So I re-signed up for coaching under Jackie and have fallen completely in love with it, just because I want to help people get to where I got when I found fitness, and I want other people to have that feeling too. And there's nothing that feels better than when somebody sends me a Facebook message saying, hey, just wanted to say thanks for your post this morning. It got me out of bed to work out. Or, hey, I just want to let you know your story is really inspiring. Keep sharing. Or, hey, I see all your posts about going vegan. Can you help teach me a little bit more about it? Or can you send me some recipes? Or can you suggest some restaurants? It's just, nothing is better to me than helping people find that kind of stuff. So it just aligns so perfectly with my life. And like I mentioned, the $80,000 in debt is gone now. I, got through that by setting goals and doing that, but I still like to travel a ton. And if I don't want to get myself back into that position that I was in, I need some extra cash. So coaching helps financially too. I mean, it has a definite financial benefit for me to live the life that I want to live. So like I said, I'm very lucky that I like my 9-to-5, but I also like doing this on the side. Like, it's just a perfect balance for me in my life. And I hope you find whatever that is for you that helps you wake up every single day just really excited about what you can accomplish that day.